What relationship test did you pass perfectly that made you lose everything? My girlfriend Emma asked me to watch her apartment while she went to visit her sister for the weekend. Simple favor. She lived 2 hours away from me, so I packed a bag and drove up Friday night. She left the keys under the mat, said to make myself at home, feed the cat, water the plants. She'd be back Sunday evening. I got there around 8 p.m. The apartment was small but nice. 1 bedroom, photos of her and her friends on the walls, everything neat and organized. That's how Emma was, everything in its place. Saturday morning, I woke up and fed the cat like she asked. Orange tabby named Cheese. He seemed happy enough. I was making coffee when I noticed her laptop was still on the kitchen counter. She'd left it open. Screen was dark but not shut down. I moved it to plug in my phone charger and the screen lit up. Her email was open. I wasn't trying to look, but the top message caught my eye. It was from a guy named Tyler. The preview said, "Can't wait to see you this weekend." My stomach dropped, but I didn't click it. That was the test, right? She trusted me in her apartment. I wasn't going to go through her private stuff. I closed the laptop and went to take a shower, but all day it bothered me. Emma said she was visiting her sister 2 states away. Why would some guy be talking about seeing her this weekend? I tried to distract myself, watched TV, played with the cat, ordered pizza. Sunday afternoon, I was watering her plants when I saw a card on her bookshelf. Birthday card. I opened it without thinking. It was from Tyler. Inside, he'd written, "To my favorite person, love you always." My hands were shaking, but I put it back exactly where I found it. Emma got home around 6 p.m. She looked tired but happy, hugged me, asked how everything went. I told her everything was fine, fed the cat, watered the plants, easy weekend. She smiled and kissed me, said I was the best, that she trusted me completely. We ordered Chinese food and watched a movie. She fell asleep on my shoulder. I didn't say anything about the email or the card. 2 weeks later, we were at dinner with her friends. One of them mentioned Emma's sister, said something about how the sister just moved to Portland last month. Emma went quiet, changed the subject real fast. That night I asked her, casual, "How is your sister doing? Is she liking the new place in Portland?" Emma looked confused for a second, then said, "Yeah, she's adjusting." I nodded, didn't push it. But her sister lived in Ohio. She'd lived there for 5 years. I'd met her twice. That weekend I told Emma we needed to talk. I said I saw the email from Tyler on her laptop, saw the birthday card. I knew she didn't go to her sister's that weekend. She stared at me for a long time, then she started crying. She said Tyler was her ex-boyfriend from college. They'd been talking again for a few months. She went to see him that weekend to figure out if there was still something there. I asked why she lied, why she made me watch her apartment while she was with another guy. She said it was a test. She wanted to see if I'd go through her stuff, if I'd snoop, if I'd trust her even when things didn't add up. I passed the test. I didn't look through her laptop, didn't read her texts, didn't accuse her of anything. She said that proved I was a good guy, that I respected her privacy, that I trusted her, but she was in love with Tyler. She'd been in love with him the whole time. She just needed to make sure before she ended things with me. She said I deserved someone better, someone who wouldn't test me like that. She was sorry. I drove home that night, 2 hours in silence, thinking about how I'd done everything right. I respected her privacy, trusted her completely, didn't snoop, didn't accuse, didn't make her feel guilty. I was the perfect boyfriend. And that's exactly why she knew she could leave me, because Tyler wasn't perfect. Tyler went through her phone once. Tyler got jealous. Tyler made demands. And for some reason, that's what she wanted. She texted me a week later, said she hoped we could be friends someday, that I really was one of the good ones. I blocked her number. 3 months later, I was at a coffee shop and saw them together. Emma and Tyler. She was laughing at something he said. He had his arm around her. They looked happy. I thought about walking over, saying something, but what would I say? Congratulations on failing every test I passed? I finished my coffee and left. Sometimes you do everything right and still lose. But I learned something that day. Not every test is worth passing, and not every person is worth trusting. Some people don't want someone who respects them. They want someone who fights for them, even when they don't deserve it. I'm not that person, and I'm okay with that now. But man, it took me a long time to get here.